Hi guys! I just had an awesome morning, so I want to share it with you. First of all, I've updated my apartment decor for spring/summer, which is pretty cool. I had an awesome morning. I spent it, first of all, I had watermelon to wake up because that's what I do every morning. Lately, watermelon is the best. It's in season. If you don't eat it every day, it's just the perfect way to wake up. It's hydrating, gets your digestive system going. Anyway, had that, and then I'm always freezing after I have watermelon, so I had chai tea, got myself up, got my oil change, had more chai tea. I had my book with me while I was waiting, and I was like, wow, it's beautiful out. They finished my oil change in literally like less than 20 minutes, and there's a park right across from my house, so I was like, let me go read for a bit, and it was lovely. We're gonna continue with the lovely day. I have collected 3 book of the month boxes the past 3 months without opening them. I kept collecting other books that weren't these, and I was like, I'm gonna just do a massive book haul one day. But you know what? This in itself is just gonna be a great book haul. And then if you guys want me to haul the other books that I've gotten in the past few months, I can do that as well. Let me know in the comments. Also, thank you for the comments on my last video where I asked you guys for new content to listen to, because I already have a bunch of podcasts on my list that I'm going to be starting to listen to, and this has just been a great week in general so far. I'm really liking how things are working out. I can't tell from the packaging which ones were like this month's, which one was the last month, which was the month before that. So this is all going to be in just a randomized order, I guess. If you don't know what book of the month is, I really like the subscription service. In the beginning of the month, it gives you a choice of 5 different books picked by 5 different judges. They're usually 5 different categories as well, like literary fiction, thriller, nonfiction, and you can pick any book that you want for that month. And the subscription, I believe, is only like $13.95 to $11.95 depending on the span of the subscription that you choose. And then if you want to get another book as well to add to your cart, it's only $9.99, and all of the books are like hardcover new releases, which is something that I really like because I never keep up with new releases. So to have them just like handed to me and be like, pick one, and it's only like $9.99, I'm so about it. So if you want more information, I will leave the website down below, and then if you sign up through my account, then I'm not sponsored by them and I'm not affiliated by them, but I do get a free book credit, which is always nice. And you'll get a great little example of all the books that are available to you, because I'm about to open up 9 of them, because I always get 3 books per month pretty much, because I can't choose. They're always so intriguing. The first box that I'm opening up is this month's, so that's really nice. An option that they had for this month, which I'm like, there's no reason for me to have this, but I just felt like I needed to have it because it was only $1. I got a wine cozy, a book of the month wine cozy. I'm starting to get into the habit again of drinking a glass of wine before bed because antioxidants, and it makes you fall asleep easier, and I feel more refreshed in the morning, honestly. This is my favorite wine at the moment, in case any of you guys were curious. It's smooth and it has a nice like vanilla-y taste, but it also tastes like a nice tart and sweetness to it. I don't know, I really like it. See how it fits? Love it. This is beautiful. I should also note that if you get the subscription with the link that I'm putting below, then you'll also get a free tote bag, which looks very much like the cozy, and I use it for literally everything. I got it because I subscribed with somebody else's link. I don't remember whose. I think it was Max from Well Done Books. However, this is like nonsense and so great at the same time. Books now. We're getting to books. I've been filming for 7 minutes, have not gotten to books. So the books that I got in this first box, oh, they're always like wrapped so beautifully. I'm so glad I'm doing this today. It's like essentially like I just got 9 books all at once, even though I didn't, like I collected all of them, but it's nice to open 9 brand new books at once. All the 5 picks from each month too, whichever ones that you pick, get a bookmark with them. So I have like 9 new bookmarks too, which is fun. And then the bookmarks say something about the book that the judge has written, which is also really great. So the first one that I am seeing is The Leavers by Lisa Coe. Prepare yourself to fall for all the characters in this novel and then miss them terribly when it ends. If you're looking for a beautiful, provocative, heart-changing book, well, you found it. Great. This one is about a Chinese immigrant who has to move to the Bronx when he's very little, and the new family that he is with is just like a very Western American family, and he's forced to change his name, and he's forced to go to a school where he's just different from everybody else. So very relevant slash topical and just seems like a very interesting read. It's fiction, but I'm wondering if this is something that she had to do within her life. It doesn't say anything like that, and she was born in New York City, so no, not the case. But maybe she was thinking of a family member who had to go through this or something. Not exactly sure. I'm gonna have to look this up a bit more. The next one seems right up my alley. As soon as I saw it, like, I was unsure of the cover, but reading the summary got me really excited for it because it's a type of book that I would have read all the time, and you don't find a lot of books like this. So when you find a quirky, blunt book like this, you need to just grab it. Priest Daddy by Patricia Lockwood. Patricia Lockwood is a writer like no other. Hilarious, penetrating, and gorgeous with words, and Priest Daddy is a memoir like no other. I love memoirs like this. Running with Scissors was one of my favorite memoirs for the longest time, and memoirs just tend to be so engrossing yet so raw, and I love them so much. I don't know why I haven't made a video yet of my favorite memoirs, but I should very soon. Everyone remind me to do it. So this is basically about a girl and her father's a priest. But not only that, he's a priest that lounges in boxer shorts and loves action movies, and whose constant jamming on the car reverberates like a whole band dying in a plane crash in the year of 1972. His daughter is a poet, and she moved away long ago from the church, and then when she comes back to visit, everything sort of collides. I'm so excited for this. This one was my top pick, and I don't see a bookmark for it, which is a bummer. However, it's Since We Fell by Dennis Lehan. I read Shutter Island in my senior year of high school, and I really enjoyed it, and I read it before watching the movie. It was twisty and really psychologically just like mind-blowing. I don't know much more about this book. I know that it's a female protagonist. Yeah, it's a female protagonist, which I'll be really interested to see. I'm always interested to see how male authors portray female protagonists. After a very public mental breakdown, Rachel Childs, once a tenacious, globe-trotting journalist, now lives as a virtual shut-in. In all other respects, however, she enjoys an ideal life with an ideal husband, until a chance encounter on a rainy afternoon causes that ideal life to fray, as does Rachel's marriage, as does Rachel herself. It doesn't tell you what happens, but you know it's gonna be great. And I haven't read a thriller in a while, so this will be exciting. Second box, you ready? This might be a long video. Another great thing, the packaging is so easy to open. Oh my god. Oh my god. Forgot that this one had coloring material. Okay, so it looks like this is going in order from like the most recent book of the month to the month before that to the month before that. So this was the month before this month, April, if we're getting technical. Everyone received coloring goodies in this one, which was fun. You don't receive goodies in every one of your boxes, but that one I just happened to pay $1 for, and this one just happened to be like a nice little surprise for everybody. And these are the books that I picked up. Let's get into them, shall we? I think like as I go through this, I'm going to remember less and less of what I actually chose, so that'll be interesting. Reader-friendly coloring book. You know, I saw pictures like this all throughout Instagram where people were portraying the pictures that were on here. So that was really interesting. Now I actually have them and I can color them. So the first thing that I got was an essay collection. I need to start actually reading all the essay collections that I have because I feel like I'm collecting a good amount of them. One day we'll all be dead and none of this will matter. I should have looked up the pronunciation of the author's name beforehand, but this is it. This author is a loon, and that's a compliment in Canada, right? And her debut essay collection, One Day We'll All Be Dead and None of This Will Matter, is all the right kinds of smart, angry, and hilarious. This essay collection is a debut collection of fierce and funny essays about growing up the daughter of Indian immigrants in Canada. Sounds great. It also sounds like something that I'll be able to read really quickly. Also, the font is relatively large, so I'll probably get to it soon. This one was my top pick for this month, I remember that. This one is called Startup. Growing up with retail jobs and climbing up the corporate ladder, I've been quite interested in startups and the business model around all these big companies. So this seems really interesting to me. Dori Shafrir's hilarious debut is filled with brilliant characters, sharp writing, and tons of what just happened moments. Every character captures the intensity and day-to-day absurdity of tech culture. I was laughing out loud on my subway rides to the office. Trust me, you will too. This book deserves fire smiley face emojis. So this protagonist has an idea for an app, and basically everything just sort of blows up from there. They meet another person, and that person really wants this story, and it seems like a lot of tech people just lunging for an opportunity, and they all get pushed into this little clump together. So I don't know when I'll get to this, but I think I'll like it. This one I remember picking up wasn't one of the new releases. It was just one that I added to my cart that was $9.99 because it sounded really interesting and I wanted another book. I Let You Go by Claire McIntosh. Beautiful cover, and this is another one of those times where I was like, you know what, I'm really feeling a thriller, so I wanted a thriller. I Let You Go follows Jenna Gray as she moves to a ramshackle cottage on the remote Welsh coast, trying to escape the memory of the car accident that plays again and again in her mind, desperate to heal from the loss of her child and the rest of her painful past. And then this book also follows the police that are trying to investigate the hit and run that happened. So, sounds really intense. Gonna save this one for a time when I'm just really feeling that sort of intensity. All right, so this one's the last one, and it's the one from March, I believe. I forgot how much I want to read this book. Yeah, this, honestly, I would say the one that the one that I opened for May, the like most recent book box, and this one are the most exciting for me. These are all the books. And the one on top is the one that I chose as my top one. I remember looking at New York Times and it just had like a rave review about it. And then I looked at all the choices and this happened to be one of the choices. So I was really, really excited about it. Exit West by Mohsin Hamid. It's so much smaller than I expected it to be, which is really great because that means that I'll be more inclined to read it sooner. Not that I wasn't already really excited about it, but this is just, I'm really excited. And again, a really like decent sized font as well. Mohsin Hamid may have launched a new subgenre of fiction with his new novel, The Migrant Love Story. His follow-up to Get Filthy Rich in Rising Asia is bold, timely, and gorgeously written. Turn off NSNBC and settle in. In a country teetering on the brink of civil war, two young people meet, sensual, fiercely independent Nadia and gentle, restrained Saeed. They embark on a furtive love affair and are soon cloistered into a premature intimacy by the unrest roiling their city. When it explodes, turning familiar streets into patchwork of checkpoints and bomb blasts, they begin to hear whispers about doors that can whisk people far away, if perilously and for a price. As the violence escalates, Nadia and Saeed decide that they no longer have a choice. Leaving their homeland and their old lives behind, they find a door and step through. Oh, this sounds beautiful. It sounds like everything, and I'm ready for it. This is gonna probably go on my pile of books that I'm going to read very soon, along with One Day We'll All Be Dead and None of This Will Matter, and Priest Daddy. Guys, I'm bummed. My camera stopped recording, I didn't realize, but you know what, it made it a long way. I only have 2 books to go, but you know, not too bad. I only explained one of them and it didn't capture it, so whatever, I'll explain it again. So the next book that I got was Merlina, which sounds, after I talked about it on camera without it like filming me, I became way more interested in it than I initially was when opening it, so this one might go on the pile as well of books that I'm going to read very soon. So Marlena by Julie Bunton. This is easily one of those read in one sitting books, but I encourage you to take it slower and savor Bunton's expert depiction on the intoxicating young friendship. So basically there's this protagonist, Kat, and she just moved into a new town when she was younger, and then she became friends with Marlena. Marlena's a bit more crazy. She's the friend that takes it a little bit too far. This book mainly follows Kat decades later when her used to be best friend Marlena has passed away and she has to deal with those feelings coming back. Sounds pretty good. I'm really excited about it. The last book. Here's the deal with the last book. You Will Know Me by Megan Abbott is one that I wanted to read for at least like 6 to 8 months. Like as soon as it first came out, I wanted to read it. I didn't have enough money to purchase it at that time because I had just moved into this apartment. So I went and borrowed it from the library, as well as Heartless by Marissa Meyer. And I read Heartless by Marissa Meyer and it's still sitting over there even though it was due from the library like 6 to 8 months ago. And then You Will Know Me, I have no idea where it went. So that book is lost to the world and I have to pay for it anyway because I lost it and it was a library copy. So I got my own copy now, so that's great. This book is a thriller. It's about a gymnastics team and basically like how far they have to go in order to achieve success within the gymnastics industry, I guess, within their sport, within their passion. I've wanted to read this for so long and I'm so excited to do it. I got 3 thrillers here. That's not bad at all. That's it. Let me know if there's any books that you suggest that I should read right away, if you have read any of these books. And let me know what you're currently reading. I'm always curious to hear about that. Thank you again for all of your suggestions for podcasts and books and movies and documentaries. I really appreciate them and I hope you guys are having a great day and a great week and I will see you soon. Goodbye.